Hello and welcome to my video tutorial. My name is Nathan and today I will be taking you through Google Sheets, working with additions, multiplications and an if function. Really simple to get you started and with a very simple data set in front of us. With all data sets, what we do first is to make sure it is formatted so it's easy to read and understand. So a couple of features we'll be using the merge cells and center align text. We're using borders and using different fill colors to separate the categories of activities. So for the heading case, I click left click and select all the cells I wish to merge. Then a little icon up here, you see merge cells. I'll just select that. And then just to the right of it, we've got center align the text. And with all my headings, I'll just put a little fill color to the background so it stands out. Next, we're going to add some borders to the data. So select your range, go up to where it says where the icon of borders is, select a border and all borders. And what I'm going to do here, for each activity I want the table to have different colors. Okay, so select your cell range again, left click, hold and drag, and for this fill color let's just go here. And next, let's move it across nice and simple. And what I'll do, bold font, okay, for the headings and the subheadings. So now that we've kind of got this formatted, okay, so it's a bit easier to read and to work with, we're going to start throwing in some formulas. So what this data is showing, if you haven't picked up already, it's for each month of the year, the number of customers for each activity. So what we want to do is find out how much we've earned, or the business has earned from those activities. So if we select cell C5, what they're going to want in here is a simple maths calculation. We want to work out how much income we have from 108 customers who bought the windsurfing activity. If you go down the bottom here, you see a little table and it tells you the price of each activity. So windsurfing obviously in £15, kiteboarding 20 and water skiing 25. So simple mathematics would go cell B5 multiplied by B19 will give you the total value for January income. So select your cell, start with an equals B5, then shift 8, which is multiplication, and we're going to go B19. Because B19 needs to be absolute referenced, because this is not going to change, we do not want this to change, we're just going to absolute reference that cell. What I'm going to do is hit enter now, okay, and then you can apply that to all the other cells in column C. So select your cell, equals D5 multiplied by B20. Let's lock this in place by absolute reference, hit enter. Again, equals F5 multiplied by B21. So on my keyboard, that's Shift 4 to lock that in place to get that symbol. So there we have income for each month for each activity. What I'm going to do here, so we can understand the data better, or if anyone else is going to read this that haven't been working with this sheet, okay, so they can understand easily that the values, we're going to select the range for the income, and then we're going to convert this to currency. So on your toolbar up here, if we go to the little pound sign, select, we've got the next one. What we can do, select this cell, a little trick here, if I select obviously the income for kiteboarding, if I hold control, left click and drag water skiing income, let go, now I've selected 2 columns, and I can go over to the format of currency, select, and it's done that automatically. Now we've got the income for each month for each activity. What we need to do is the total income of all activities. So this is going to be a simple sum. Let's select my cell, H5, start off with equals sum. So a sum would be used when we're calculating or adding up multiple cell values. For this one, we're going to have a bracket, open bracket, and again we can use the control, C5, control, E5, G5. At no point did I release the control button until I've selected all the cells that I wish to sum. Released, shift, close the bracket, hit enter, and we have our total value for January for all activities. If we want to apply this to the rest, okay, let's go over to the blue dot, double click, and now it's applied that formula to all the other months. Okay, so the next part, we're going to look at a real simple if function. So we have a target to meet, okay, for the total income. Okay, and the target in the table down here for the income per month is 8,400. So what we need to know is which cell has hit the target. Because when it hits the target, we want to put yes. If it hasn't hit the target, we want to put no. So if target is met, it's a yes. So this is an if function. We'll start with an equals if. And the logic, okay, is going to be equals if the total income, so H5, is greater than or equals to the target income per month, which is B23. Again, as I showed you earlier, we have to absolute reference this because we do not want that to change. Just move that out of the way. So we have now if H5 is greater than or equals to B23, we're going to want that to say yes. So we're going to add a comma. Then in our quotes, we're going to use some text, put yes, comma. So if it is, yes, comma, if it is not, no. Make sure we close this bracket or close the function with a bracket. And all I'm going to do is hit enter. We're going to autofill. And as you can see, that every month that has not hit the target, we've got a no in the box. Okay, so the next part we'll be doing a bit of conditional formatting. What we want to do is for every cell with a no, we want that to be red, and for every cell with a yes, a green. So let's select our cells or our cell range. Then we're going to go up to format and conditional formatting. because we've selected a cell range, it's already added into this box here. If we go down to the formatting rules, okay, we want text is exactly. If it's exactly yes, then let's just keep it at the green. And if text is exactly no, we want it red. And from here we can finish off the formatting like so. So what we've covered there, really simple, a multiplication, sum and an if function, and we've just used a bit of additional formatting at the end. The next part we'll be looking at will be creating a simple chart showing a total income per month for each month in a simple bar chart. The way we're going to do that is let's select our data using our control short key and then insert a chart. So I'm going to go select all the months, hold control, select total income. As you see, I've got my two cells and that's the only set of data that I want to display in my chart. We're going to go over to insert and chart. As you see, really simple, the chart has been created for us for total income by month. Let's close this. Let's move this across just to the side. We could reduce the size of this so we could fit it on one page. So it's quite flexible. And then let's make sure we've named the chart correctly. So water skiing, that is not the title that we want because it's not water skiing, it's all activities. Total income from all activities. And there you have it. So in this short video we've created the chart and formatted our spreadsheet.